So today we are going to look at the need assessment models, and we are going to look at different models which actually discuss the category and composition of the planning professionals that are required in different classes of towns and cities. And we are particularly looking at urban planning and urban planning professionals in various cities. Might be Kochi, Hyderabad, Mumbai. So how do we decide how many professionals are required in that state or in that city? That we are going to look after. How is it decided? So the very first model, it is based on UDPFI guidelines, whose full form is Urban Development Plans Formulation and Implementation. And this was at the time of 1996 under Ministry of Urban Affairs and Employment. So this was one of the earliest documents which is going to talk about that. Then the next one was Urban and Regional Development. So it was actually updated. UDPFI was formed URDPFI, right? So URDPFI guidelines, and it was under MOUD, Ministry of Urban Development, 2015. So that was 1996. After that it was reiterated in 2015. It states that the proportion of town planners, it would vary according to the population size of the administrative units. And according to this report, the requirement is of 85,000 to 90,000 planners, which is a big deal. And that is why whenever you talk to someone and they say that urban planning has a lot of scope, you should pursue your masters in urban planning, it has a lot of scope. That is where this is coming from, because the posts are going to come up in the future, because the cities are going to need planning. So it is not up to it is not 90,000 till date. The posts are not that much, but we'll see how did it come up. Then the model, it was based on UDPFI guidelines 1996. So we are going to look at the staffing pattern, how it was decided. So for small towns where the population is 50,000, so all the towns, you will hear about small towns, medium towns, large towns, mega cities, so and so. They are all defined with the help of this population. Census population. Census was recorded in 2011, the last census. And the next was to come in 2021, but due to COVID, it is now postponed. So the composition is, so first we need a professional, second sub-professional, and third category is administration. So under professional we have assistant municipal planner, one post. Sub-professional we have planning assistant and planning draftsman, two and two. So there are four posts, and for administration we have four. So a total number of 4 and 4, 8 and 9. So 9 officials in case of small towns. Next, if we move to medium towns where the population of the town will be around 500,000, so 5 lakhs. So here the professional, under professional we'll have municipal planner and deputy municipal planner and assistant municipal planner. So we already had assistant municipal planner, so these two are the additions, and we'll have one and one post. Then sub-professional administration, sub-professional will have again the draftsman and the planning assistant. So there. So for large cities, the census population up to 10 lakhs. Then here the addition is of a senior municipal planner, one post. The rest remains the same. The post keeps on increasing as we are moving towards more population. Then we have metro cities. Up to the population increases up to 50 lakhs for metro cities. The addition is of a chief municipal planner, one post. Then we go for mega cities. Census population above 50 lakhs, above. The addition is of municipal planner in chief, and then we have chief municipal planner, so one post increases again. So the estimate of town planners that is required, so for different populations up to 50,000, 50,000 to 5 lakh, 5 lakh to 10 lakh, 10 lakh above, and so we have a total. If we see here, for here we are talking about census towns and statutory towns. So after concluding both of them, we will have a total number of 11,768 planners in need. So according to this report, or according to this model, as per this model, the total number which we will require is 11,768, which equates to one planner per 32,000 urban population, which is a lot. That is why call it to be a conservative estimate. I mean, one planner has to look after the needs of 32,000 urban population. It is a lot. Even if he works day and night, he cannot. So then there was another model which was based on India's urban awakening, building inclusive cities, sustaining economic growth. So it was a report by McKinsey Global Institute in 2010. So as per the McKinsey Global Institute report, the Ministry of Urban Development (MOUD) estimates that India needs 40,000 planners across its cities. Here we were talking about that one planner needs to be at 32,000 urban population, and here if you see it says 40,000 planners are needed, and it works out to be one planner per 9,000 urban population. So from 32,000 we have come to 9,000. The report also estimate the need of 200 to 300 planning professionals, the professionals that we were looking above in all the cases where the deputy or the chief planner was kept on increasing as the city state increased. So those professionals include planners, geographers, economists, architects, and digital experts. Not only an urban planner can make a city. It requires a team. It requires experts in different fields. So that is why we need different professionals. So that's why there was a heading called professionals. So we will have these as per in tier 1 and tier 2, 15 to 20 planning professionals per city in tier 3 and tier 4. So the tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, these cities are actually classified on the basis of population. So 1 lakh or more tier 1 cities, 50,000 to 1 lakh tier 2 cities, and so on. So it has different classifications. Even worldwide the classification will change. In India it will change, in towns it will change. So it is different. So then there is a third model which is based on professional and academic challenges in town planning, prepared by TCPO in 2020. So this report which I am actually concluding was prepared in 2021, and this model that we are looking at was prepared by TCPO, Town and Country Planning Organization, in 2020. So it says an attempt was made by TCPO to ascertain the number of town and country planning planners which are required for various cities, million plus state headquarters, small and medium plus towns. So the model was based on existing staff and structure, and it says the composition is roughly based on UDPFI and URDPFI guidelines. So they have considered those two guidelines. So if we see the composition of state headquarters, because uh, there suppose there like there is Rajasthan, Haryana, so these are the various states which will have different cities, which will have different population. That will why the tier 1 tier 2 cities will vary in a state also. So there is a state headquarter which will have an organization of this town and country planning, where we need officials, and then every city will have an authority which will also be making the master plans, which will be working on the planning of the city. So therefore we need state headquarter, so headquarter for the whole state. So state headquarters composition: chief town planner or director 1, senior town planner or joint director 6, associate town planner or deputy director, assistant town planner or assistant director, a total number of 31 officials in case of a state headquarter. Next, if we see composition in million plus cities: chief town planner 1, additional chief town planner 1, senior town planner, associate town planner, and an assistant town planner. Total number required is 23. It gets less from state headquarters, so it is 23. Then if we see at non-million plus cities, so this was million plus cities, now we are looking at non-million plus cities. These two are deleted. There is no chief town planner, there is no additional chief town planner. There is senior, associate, town assistant. So all these are there, and there is a total number of 7. Then if we see the estimate of TCPO, so for state headquarters, number of cities in the region 36. How is it 36? Because there are 28 states and 8 union territories. 8 UT. So that is why it is coming up to be 36. So number of town planners required 1116. The total after all these additions and multiplications will get 57,000 are required according to TCPO, so officials. So as per the optimal model, the requirement of planners in census towns is 27,000 and for statutory towns is 30,000. So a total of 57,495 planners. So the translation is one planner per 6,500 population. The very first model says one planner per 32,000, I think. We'll see again. Then the second one said one planner 9,000. And this one says one planner 6,500, that is 6.5k. So it keeps on decreasing, and which is a good. So the models are actually keeping on increasing. But if we do a comparison of all these models, we'll see that UDPFI के according जो हुआ था conclusion, it was a conservative estimate known to be. Then it was also based on the urban features and population structure of 1990s, which is definitely going to vary in today's context. And there have been a significant urban and demographic developments in the past 30 years, definitely. Then the report that was submitted by McKinsey Global Institute, it was in 2010. Again, a decade has passed. The model based on TCPO works out to be optimal for the urban sector as it is based on the existing hierarchy and planning structure in towns and cities. So it is said to be optimal, which is a good sign. But however, a requirement of 57,000 post vis-a-vis the present sanctioned post approximately 4,000. So at present there are only 4,000 posts across India, and we were talking about 57,000 posts more. So actually how many do we need? 53,000 posts appeared to be unrealistic to the advisory committee. Therefore, another model was built by TCPO in consultation with NITI Ayog. It is the Planning Commission. Earlier, it was known as the Planning Commission, and which would be more realistic and practical to achieve, which is a good sign. As per this model, so this is the fourth model, the requirement of town planners is 12,230. This is what they came at, which means an additional posts of 8,268 are required in all the states and UTs put together, which is 36. So they say how many extra? 8,268, whereas the extra according to them was 53,000, right? So next we see, so they say 12,213 house, state UT headquarters will need 540, million plus cities will need 795, non-million plus cities will need 8,694, and district headquarters will need 2,184 officials. So that is why, so according to this, now the posts are increasing in each state as per their state government and their sanctioning process, whatever it is. So this was again completed by TCPO in 2020, and this is where we end this lecture. Thank you. And if you like the video, please subscribe or